Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I have been thinking through how I should make the video, but today I'm trying to do something special. So usually the video is quite long and quite naggy because I'm trying to explain some technical aspect, how I discover the stocks. I put the email and send to everyone, and hoping that you can take one of these trades and be profitable with it. Okay, so today I'm just going to do a quick reviews on some of the stocks that was highlighted, and some of the stocks I think there might be a potential opportunity, but disclaimers still apply. You know, you got to do your own due diligence and decide what counters is suitable in your trading. So it will be a mixture of reviews of stocks, see what's going to happen next, and then talking about potential movement from other stocks in different countries. So I'm going to start with Hong Kong. If you saw the last video, we talk about, or I talk about Tencent, and I mentioned about support level testing too many times is really no good, right? So basically what you see is that Tencent has been quite nice to us. You can see here one time, two time, three time, four time. I mentioned that test four time, it should be ready to move up, and it really did. So congrats to those who are vested in Hong Kong market, because Hong Kong really went up leaps and bounds. It rallied 1,000 points like every other days, like nobody business. So for Tencent itself, from the bottom to the current top, or the highest point yesterday, is about 31%. But if you talk about the trading opportunity, roughly you are sitting on a 18 or 19% gain. So when talk about trading opportunity, what does it mean? It means that the call to action. So you are looking at it breakout from major resistance, take a position, for example, and then right through the trend. And if you're holding Tencent until now, you're sitting on a 19% gain. But things to take note is that Tencent is really at the point high, and if you are using the Lim and Tan chart, that there's a very good features for you to use, which is the SNR button. You can just click, and the red line represents resistance and the green line represents support. And one thing that I would like to share with you is that the technical indicators sometimes can give us some clue to tell us that the stock's run is exhaustive, it needs to take a break. So often the time you will notice that the stochastic indicators can help. Okay, so how does it help? Now you notice there's a red line here. So this is the stochastic indicator. And if you were to look at the past movement, so when Tencent is right at the low here, okay, just let me just put out an arrow here, a low here, you'll notice that the stocks has a red line crossing above this horizontal line. This is called the 30% level. And it steadily move up to the 70% level over here, and then cross above. So during this course of movement, right, or action, you will find that the stock's price is actually moving up as well. Okay. Conversely, when you see that the stocks is right here at this point, okay, where the red line is moving down below the 70% level, you know, this is where the stock price start to depreciate as well, or comes up. So basically, you can see here, 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 here. So a lot of time, the stock price tends to react to this kind of reaction, or this kind of crossover. And when we see that on the latest cross up action or crossover action, you can see that you're exactly at the bottom of Tencent. And right now, Tencent is right at the top, and stochastic indicator hasn't crossed below the 70% level. So if we cross below the 70% level right here, you've got to pay attention, because that might means that the stock price may be feeling some selling pressure and maybe going down lower. No, how low that Tencent will go to? It doesn't mean that once it hit below 70, it will crash down. So the example is here, where if you look at this point, where once Tencent moved below the 70%, it did not actually crashed. It actually just slide down a little bit, And this has to combine with the support and resistance. So where you have to look at the green line. So whether the green line holds as support, if the green line holds as support and rebound, the stock price rebound from there, it can still maintain its uptrend and continue higher. So do pay attention. Next is NVIDIA. A lot of traders are interested in NVIDIA. As you can see, the trend line they have plotted last time, and now it is still there, and you can see the trend line holds magically where NVIDIA rebounded from it. So the only thing that is lacking is that NVIDIA hasn't hit 130 resistance as I would like to. It actually went as high as 128 and then start to pull back. So 128 will form a resistance level as well. So if you want simplicity, just press a button, you'll find the resistance plotted there. As I zoom in, you can see. And the support is at about 114, where NVIDIA touch and rebound from there. So it forms a kind of a bullish sign for traders. And you can see that the stochastic has turned back up from the oversold below 30% and crossed back up above 30. So this is a trading opportunity again. And hopefully this time round, NVIDIA can successfully breach above 128 or 127 and then cross to hit 131 and even break out from there. Okay, the only thing that is blocking it is that S&P 500 is pretty high. It's near the all-time high level, and the market tend to take this cue to sell off, and the stocks itself may also face some selling pressure. So if that's the case, then everything got to reset. Then we got to reanalyze and see what's going to happen. But like I say, the fundamental is strong. I'm not too worried about the stocks. Even if the trend start to turn back down, I would still continue hold on to this counter and wait for the new uptrend to come. Okay, so next it will be some trading opportunities that I think is worth looking at. Like for example, DBS. Yes, the bank may be expensive, but we are looking at this potential chance where we have the cross up here. And DBS is coming to that point where you can see that it's moving towards that direction. And it's at an oversold level. And of course, if it's a nice classical movement, then yes, it will rebound from there. Often at time, you will find that the classical movement fail. Okay, so when we see stocks continue its trend with higher high, higher low, break resistance, uptrend, then this is called classical movement. Then the changes comes in when you see that the stocks fail to follow that rules again and start to break low and change its trend like this. Okay, so previously DBS was on the uptrend, nice higher high, higher low, break resistance goes up. Then the rules start to change over here. And then it starts to break down and start to turn a trend, and then it start all over again and move back into uptrend. And right now it's back at support level and the chance to form another higher low. But the question here is that whether it has that strength to rebound. So if it has a strength to rebound, we should be expecting resistance at 39.70 to be tested. So question, will it have strength? Or will it have not? Will it not have any strength? Okay, now we are in the month of October, and typically the market is not so bullish in the month of July, August, September, October, because they tend to have some sell down after the push up. So, but there will be exceptions. So how do we take this? Of course, in trading, the stop loss is very important. But if you find that, for me personally, DBS is a counter that I wouldn't cut loss because it is a very strong fundamental stocks. It tends to recover from sell off, and the only thing that I just need to do is to look for another low, another trading opportunity, add more positions, and then you know let the stocks recover and be profitable at the end of the day. And of course, this to many is so-called bad example, bad strategy. But this kind of strategy really depends on what kind of stocks that you are trading with. So if you are trading with, some ulu stocks, some penny stocks, of course, it's not wise to do so. But if you know that this stock is fundamentally strong and has track record, and you know that you always come back from the bottom, by all means, you can deploy the trade and invest strategy, where if you trade fail, you can garner more bullets. Once it hit to another low, you can enter again at the low. For example, like this, crossing up 30% level, and you can add more positions to help yourself be profitable. Now, having said that, of course, well, this is the opportunity that I will consider to take some position, a small position, not a huge one, because if this fail, I would like to accumulate more at the bottom, example like 33. Next will be OCBC. OCBC, as you can see, is also at the oversold level, pending for rebound. And the only thing that we are looking at is for it to cross above 30, and it may be well on the way back to resistance at 1569. UOB is also at the oversold level and is still on uptrend, and we are looking for a rebound if it can cross up above 30 towards 30% level, then towards its resistance at $33. Okay, so if you are looking at the market, overall market sentiment, the STI exactly looks like the bank as well. Is about to form a higher low. Okay, so we are in the cross junction, at the cross junction rather, sorry, at the cross junction, where the market can continue its uptrend if a strong rebound can happen. But if it fails, it breaks low, then got to wait for a new trend to come in, because downtrend may start to form up. Okay, in October, then November start to recover. The story goes on to December. Okay, so these are the three banks. So you might be thinking, hey, how about some smaller counters? Like the I am actually very into SATS as well. So SATS is at its resistance, waiting for that decisive breakout to happen. So if SATS decisive breakout were to take place, then I would expect it to cross 389 eventually, to hit 392, or or even higher, or even $4. So the consolidation is still going on, or still ongoing. As you can see, SATS has actually crossed above the 30 and hit above 70. But of course, it is not 100% this will be dictating what the stock price is moving. The stocks can stay overbought for a long time of period. Overbought means above 70% for a long time of period as the trend continues. But the trend will get weakened once you start to see it cross down the 70% level. This is one of the observations that I have seen. So SATS, yeah, If it can break out, then it will be great. Then I am following this Capland Invest as well, CapitaLand Invest, which I have traded at this bottom, and I'm riding the trend, and hopefully this trend can continue, but it has been blocked by 320 resistance. So it will take some time for it to really move back up. And of course, everybody's dream is for it to go back to this high at 367. And it can be done, but it really needs that the market sentiment to be continue to be bullish, especially if interest rate continue to go lower. I think the property sectors will continue to benefit from that. Then the next one, let's go back to the US. I'm following this counter as well, AMD. So AMD, you can see that the trend is slowly, gradually moving upwards, but the bigger trend is on a sideway. So it really has to break resistance on the next move at 169, and then if you can move back to 186, it will be a potential sign for it to continue higher to even 228. So let's keep our finger crossed. Currently, the stocks itself, right, is if I will put the trend line here, you can see that the stocks is above the trend line, which is it maintains the uptrend there, and now it's at the previous resistance support line, and a good rebound back to 169, like I said earlier, will be most welcome. Then Dell, right? Dell, S&P 500 is including it, but the owner sold 1.2 billion worth, causing the share price to come down, I believe, sitting at the previous resistance support level. And this is also another AI team stocks, and you can see the stochastics at the oversold. And if it cross back up, definitely we have a chance for Dell to continue to move higher. Then we have I am looking at Google as well. So if Google can break out successfully above this formation, this inverse head and shoulder formation, then we are looking at more potential upside, maybe towards 192 level. And last but not least, let's take a look at Palantir. Palantir also going to be included in the S&P 500. I think already included because I never tracked the timeline, because they have some buying activity coming. As you can see, as this Palantir remain at a high, remains in uptrend, and then $38 is the resistance for it to break, so that it has a chance to continue higher to its high at this 44 level. Of course, the result was fantastic. The earnings is strong. The growth is there. So Palantir, if we can hit $44, will be great. And typically, stocks in US tends to have 10 times gain. So if you are looking at the bottom here, so the bottom is about 560, 10 times about 56. Wow. And $56 may be the all-time high level if it remains bullish and the result continue to be fantastic. Okay, so thank you very much for viewing this week's video. I would like to see that all our stocks continue higher and be profitable for the rest of the year. Okay, so thank you and good day, goodbye.